Well, good morning, internets. Here we are. We have a start to a beautiful day unfolding ahead of us. Nice and warm temperatures, beautiful summer's day. And yeah, welcome to our vlog. So here we go. Well, I did something here the other day. Something that I've talked about in my vlogs for a bit, picking up. Something that does plan a bit for the potential future. Something that I've been wanting to buy for years. And there really is no in-between market, like I had said in another vlog. Either you buy one that is old and for $1,200 with a leaky roof that needs a lot of work, or you buy one that is 10 years old for $1,600 or $16,000 and hope that everything works on it. There is no really in-betweens. Even the ones they want $5,000 or $6,000 for, some of them have had leaks in the past, or the microwave doesn't work, or the cooktop doesn't work, or the fridge doesn't work, you know. And I could buy one from the dealer, you know, but I chose not to. I could go and other ways, but I chose not to. I shopped around, spent time on a bunch of websites and looking at their stock and calling and stuff, and in the end, what I bought came from just a few blocks away from where I'm standing right now. Well, there we are. It's a Jayco, a J-Feather Sport. I'm not entirely sure what the Sport stands for. It does have an outside shower. Maybe that's what the Sport means. There is beds in there for 5, I guess, people, except they're pretty tiny. I'm saying more 3, you know, and I'm in the process of cleaning it up, clearing it out. It sat for at least a year, maybe 2, without moving, so there is some flies and dust and stuff in it. So far I haven't found any signs of mice, which is definitely a good thing. The guy I bought it from said that he bought it for a home away from home when he was working at his job he had, and it sat for 7 years up on a lot, so it wasn't even pulled. He said he had everything there, and the only time he ever had to take it out was for like servicing in the fall of the year and put it back in the spring. So it doesn't have a lot of pull hard and fast down gravel roads or abuse like a lot of these new trailers do, or a lot of the other trailers out there do. I've been up on the roof, and the roof looks good. There's no hail damage. There's nothing that really says that this trailer has been abused. It's an older trailer, a little bit older than what I was looking at price, age-wise, but when you consider the price I got it for, and so far the shape it's in, it's been a blessing. Hoping I can get out at least once or twice this summer before it gets too cold at nights, but given the way things are going right now, it's looking like I'm going to be spending most of my summer here dealing with nonsense and things caused by other people. And before you know it, it'll be freezing at nights, and gotta winterize the trailer and put it away. I guess it is what it is, right? Next summer I want to do my road trip that I had planned for this year, so maybe I can actually do my road trip next summer and be sort of half comfortable while I'm out there. But as always, got some things I'm wanting to do today, some runnings around and a few things like that. We'll have to see how it goes, and around we roll. We'll catch y'all later. Little bit of an evening update. Well, still surviving. still making ends meet. Well, not really ends meet, but still making the best out of the situation that's at hand. There is things that I'm trying to get done that is hard to do, but upon thinking of it and reflecting on the situation, it's the best thing to happen. However, it's going to be a little bit of a rough stretch until things can settle on out, but once they settle out, it'll be well, better all the way around. Sometimes you fight your whole life and dig your toes in, exhaust yourself mentally, physically, and financially, trying to keep things afloat, hoping things will get better, when in fact they're not, And if you would have given up 4 years ago, like the bank guy said, then things would be better right now. And well, that's true. Things would have by now shook out. The economy was better 4 years ago. Maybe I could have sold the house and moved to an apartment. What is going on cannot be solved by getting a job, simply, because, well, that's what I did 4 years ago. 4 years ago, instead of going down this route, I buckled on down, forced myself to go to work every day, forced myself to ignore the pain, to work through the pain, until I crashed, and I'm in the boat that I am now. If I would have given up 4 years ago, maybe I could have gotten help medically earlier, and I would be further along in my so-called recovery than what I am right now. But sometimes you don't. You buckle on down, force it on through, hoping that things will get better, because you're under the illusion that if you give 110%, then you'll be rewarded for your efforts. But that's not the way it really works in the real world. It seems that those who do nothing, those that don't work for it, those that don't pull their own weight, seems to get rewarded. I've seen people get fast-tracked to management, and they're useless. But it's because of who they are, or their level of education, or who they know, or some other reason, that they happen to get fast-tracked to management. I noticed that the days are a little bit cooler, and the nights are even cooler now. The cold air is, well, close at hand. I'm not 100% sure when this vlog here will go live, but either we'll have snow by then, or we will still be in fall temperatures. I've got a lot of things that I'm working through right now, and hopefully, well, hopefully they all work out in the end for the better, but sometimes things have to get a little bit rough before they'll get better, and, well, it kind of is what it is, right? The sooner you accept the inevitable, the better things will be all the way around. The sooner you stop fighting and trying to prolong your life, here in this house, and move on to the next chapter, the better it'll be. Last year I should have given up then. However, I sunk another $10,000 into the house because I thought that I could push on through and have a life here for another 10-15 years. If I would have kept the money that I spent on the furnace, hot water heater, and eavesdropping, I would have been further ahead now than what I am now. Believe me, if I could physically work a part-time, or regardless, I guess it would have to be a full-time job, but if I could even work a part-time job, I would definitely be out there working. I do not like not working. I do not like being away from the workforce. Mentally, physically, emotionally isolated, it's not a good thing. You are alone. You don't have really any friends. Your family's kind of spread out and are kind of doing their own thing, so you're basically alone. you have one or two people in your life that is you talk to. However, you know, how much do you tell them, right? How much do you truly let out of your personal life? And do we really truly know our family? You know, unless we're really, really close with them, as in like brother, sister, mom and dad, do we really truly know our cousins? What's going on in their life? There's aspects of my life going back 25 or so, 30 years that were private, that we dealt with ourselves, that nobody had any idea was going on until it happened. Just like now, nobody had any idea that events had unfolded until just now when I told them. Same with me being sick. Nobody has any idea that I was even sick because I hid it so well. I had other commitments and priorities, you know, looking after dad, upkeeping the house because I had hopes of a family, had hopes of dad living here back again, and then once all that is gone, you come to the realization that why, you know, just let it all go, move on with the next chapter, and it'll be what it is. But pretty much, guys, got a nice little semi-cool evening here. Gonna probably spend it indoors because the mosquitoes are wonderful tonight, trying to draw my blood and do whatever they do with it. So we'll see how it goes and catch you all when it's dark. Here we are. We come to the end of another day. It was a good day. It was a little bit of a busy day. Got a few things done and picked up a new toy, if you want to say, for the fleet. I'm hoping to get her all cleaned up here and check it out. You know, with a older unit, there is things that needing to be done to it. Things that are needing to be repaired. It's got to be, you know. I'm going to have to learn how to start the fridge on propane, how to light the furnace and hot water heater. Got to flush out the system because there's the winterization in it. Or I might just leave it because am I going to get a chance to use it this year? I'm not sure. This is the first trailer I've ever owned where it had the option of these appliances and gadgets, because most of the trailers I had, they were either garbage, did not work, or removed already. So you don't really know, right? Like I said, the guy that had it before me didn't abuse it. It was pulled to a campsite, like a work camp, and then left there for like 7 years, except for like servicings or whatever. And then only since the guy's job changed where was it pulled, and even then it was only used a few times a year, except for the last year or two, he said. So it's a little dirty in there. There's no mice, you know, there's some flies, and for some odd reason he has bounce sheets all over the place, which makes the trailer smell wonderful, you know. I'm gonna have to go in there and deodorize it, clean up all those bounce sheets, and learn some tips and tricks with the plumbing and all that. But I'm sure it'll be a good trailer, hopefully. If not, well, list her back for sale and try to recover partially or some of what I have left into it, and then well, take it from there, right? But remember, guys, we do have a fan mail box for all your fan mail needs, as well as links down in this description for the social media pages. Send me a letter. I will send you one back. If you do, make sure there's a valid postal or zip code and return address that I can write back to, because, well, letters don't go anywhere without complete addresses and all that good stuff. And as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's Vlogs. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.